One wrong move behind the wheel can destroy everything: your rig, your trip, even your life. Most RVers don't realize how fast a small mistake can turn deadly. From towing errors to simple setup oversights, today, we're revealing the most dangerous and costly RV mistakes that every driver needs to avoid before it's too late. Let's get rolling. Many RV owners focus solely on staying under their vehicle's towing capacity, but they're missing a critical safety factor: proper hitch weight and balance. This oversight creates dangerous conditions that can turn a family vacation into a highway disaster. Hitch weight, also called tongue weight, is the downward pressure your trailer puts on your vehicle's hitch ball. Get this wrong, and you're asking for trouble. Too little weight causes dangerous trailer sway at highway speeds. Too much weight overloads your rear axle, compromising steering and braking. Neither scenario ends well. The sweet spot? Your tongue weight should be 10 to 15% of your trailer's total loaded weight. For a 6,000-pound trailer, that's 600 to 900 pounds pressing down on your hitch. Balance matters equally. Load heavy items near the trailer's axle, not at the back or sides. Uneven weight distribution amplifies sway and stresses your suspension unevenly. For larger trailers, invest in a weight distribution hitch with sway control. These systems level your setup and dramatically improve handling. Always weigh your loaded trailer and use a tongue weight scale for precise measurements. Most towing accidents stem from improper setup, not overloaded vehicles. Taking time to dial in your hitch configuration can mean the difference between a smooth journey and a roadside emergency. One of the costliest mistakes RVers make is overloading their rig, and most don't even realize they're doing it. Even a few hundred extra pounds can push your RV beyond its gross vehicle weight rating, GVWR, creating a rolling hazard. Exceeding weight limits doesn't just stress your tires and suspension, it dramatically increases braking distance, reduces steering control, and kills fuel economy. The real danger comes from potential tire blowouts, broken axles, warped frames, and catastrophic accidents, especially on hills or highways. Adding insult to injury, insurance may deny claims if your RV was operating above safe weight limits. The solution is simple: know your numbers. Take your fully loaded RV, with passengers, water, gear, and propane, to a certified CAT scale. Check your total weight against GVWR, individual axle ratings, and tongue weight if towing. Smart loading makes a difference. Distribute weight evenly, keep heavy items low and between axles, and skip the full fresh water tank when heading somewhere with water hookups. Even seemingly minor items like extra firewood or overpacked storage add up quickly. If you haven't weighed your loaded rig, you're gambling with safety. Make it a priority. Proper weight management is the foundation of safe RV travel. It sounds trivial, but forgetting to retract your RV's antenna, steps, or stabilizer jacks before driving off can instantly turn into a costly disaster. This small oversight destroys more RVs than you'd imagine. TV antennas are the biggest culprits. Traditional crank-up antennas extend higher than most people realize. Drive under a low bridge or tree branch with it up, and you'll rip it clean off the roof, often tearing through the roof membrane in the process. You're not just replacing an antenna, you're dealing with expensive water damage and potential structural repairs. Entry steps pose another threat. Whether manual or electric, extended steps get snagged on curbs, tree roots, and road debris. The damage goes beyond bent steps. It can twist your frame, jam mechanisms, or leave you stranded without safe entry to your rig. Stabilizer jacks left down create serious hazards. The fix is embarrassingly simple. Perform a final walk-around before every departure. Make it non-negotiable. Walk your entire RV, visually checking antennas, steps, jacks, hoses, electrical cords, and anything else that could be forgotten. This 2-minute habit can save you thousands in repairs and prevent dangerous road situations. Don't let a momentary lapse ruin your trip or your wallet. Your RV's tires are literally the only thing keeping you safely on the road, yet they're one of the most neglected components. Tire failure ranks among the top causes of RV breakdowns and serious accidents, but most disasters are completely preventable. Unlike car tires, RV tires carry massive weight, generate intense heat, and often sit idle for months. This combination accelerates aging and creates dangerous conditions that aren't always visible. Don't wait until tires look wrong. By the time underinflation is obvious, you're already in danger. Underinflated tires create excessive heat that can cause tread separation or catastrophic blowouts at highway speeds. Overinflated tires reduce traction and wear unevenly, leading to premature failure. Age matters more than appearance. Even with perfect-looking tread, tires over 5 to 7 years old are prone to dry rot and sidewall cracking that can cause sudden failure. RV tires typically age out before wearing out. Check the DOT code on your sidewall. The last 4 digits show manufacture date. Make tire checks routine. Before every trip, use a quality tire pressure gauge or TPMS system. Check pressures when tires are cold and inflate to manufacturer specifications found on the sidewall or door frame. A $10 gauge and 5 minutes of prevention can save you from shredded tires, damaged wheel wells, or life-threatening crashes. That crystal clear water flowing from your RV faucet might look safe, but appearances can be deadly. Skipping water system sanitization is a silent mistake that puts your health at serious risk during every trip. RV freshwater tanks, plumbing lines, and water heaters create perfect breeding grounds for dangerous bacteria when sitting unused. Stagnant water, especially in warm conditions, can harbor E. coli, Legionella, and other harmful microorganisms. Even clean campground water can become contaminated through dirty hoses or spigots. Early warning signs include strange odors from faucets or metallic, stale-tasting water. But by then, you may already be exposed to bacteria that can cause severe gastrointestinal illness, turning your vacation into a nightmare. Sanitization is simple but critical. Do it at least twice yearly or after any extended storage period. Use 1/4 cup household bleach per 15 gallons of tank capacity. Fill your freshwater tank, run water through all lines until you smell bleach, let it sit 12 hours, then flush completely with clean water until the bleach odor disappears. Prevention matters too. Use only a dedicated white drinking water hose, never your sewer hose or anything that's touched the ground. Install a water filter at your intake point to catch sediment and contaminants. Clean water keeps you healthy and your trip enjoyable. Don't gamble with your gut. Make sanitization a non-negotiable part of your RV maintenance routine. Leaving your roof vents open seems innocent enough, until Mother Nature or highway winds turn your oversight into a costly disaster. This simple mistake has ruined countless RV trips and wallets. Rain is the obvious enemy. Forget to close a vent before a downpour, and water pours directly into your living space, soaking bedding, flooring, electronics, and cabinetry. That moisture doesn't just dry up and disappear, it breeds mold, mildew, and rot that can cost thousands in interior repairs and leave your RV smelling like a musty basement permanently. Highway winds pose a different threat. At interstate speeds, wind force can rip aged or cracked vent lids completely off your roof. Once that happens, rain and debris have unrestricted access to your interior until you find a replacement, assuming you even notice the missing lid before the next storm hits. Prevention is straightforward. Some RVers install vent covers that allow airflow during light rain, which is smart. But even with covers, close the actual vent mechanism before traveling to reduce drag and noise. Make roof vents a non-negotiable part of your departure checklist. Do a visual inspection before leaving any campsite, ensuring each vent is fully closed and properly latched. Don't let a cheap piece of plastic or a momentary lapse in memory transform your dream vacation into a water-damaged nightmare. 2 minutes of checking can save you thousands in repairs. One of the most cringeworthy blunders new RVers make is leaving their black tank valve open at full hookups. The logic seems sound. Why not let waste drain continuously instead of waiting for the tank to fill? This innocent mistake creates what seasoned RVers call the dreaded poop pyramid. Here's the disgusting reality. Liquid waste flows out freely, but solids don't. With water constantly draining away, there's nothing left to help flush solids through the system. Over time, they accumulate in a pyramid-shaped heap directly below your toilet. As this pile builds, it hardens, creates horrific odors, and eventually clogs your entire waste system. It's not just revolting, it often requires expensive professional intervention to fix. Your black tank needs liquid content to break down waste and create the pressure necessary for effective dumping. That's why the golden rule is simple. Keep the black valve closed until the tank reaches at least 2/3 capacity. Then dump everything at once, followed immediately by your gray tank to rinse the sewer hose clean. Smart RVers add water and tank treatment after each dump to keep the system lubricated, reduce odors, and prevent clogs from forming. Trust experienced RVers on this one. You don't want to learn this lesson the hard way. One careless moment can lead to hours of plunging, back-flushing, and questioning your life choices. Many RVers think leveling is just about comfort, preventing coffee from sliding off tables or marbles from rolling around. But improper leveling is actually silently damaging your RV's structure and appliances, costing you thousands in repairs down the road. When your RV isn't level side to side or front to back, stress distributes unevenly across the frame. Over time, this creates warped door frames, cracked tile floors, and binding slide-out mechanisms. Your refrigerator suffers too, especially absorption-type models that require level positioning to function safely. Running unlevel can cause internal overheating and permanent damage. Don't make the stabilizer jack mistake. Many RVers try using stabilizer jacks to level their rig, but they're not designed for that job. Stabilizers minimize bounce and movement after you're already level. They're not meant to bear your RV's full weight or lift corners. Using them this way can bend frames or cause mechanical failure. Here's the right approach. Use wheel blocks or leveling ramps under tires to achieve side-to-side level first. Then adjust front-to-back angle using your tongue jack, trailers, or hydraulic jacks, motorhomes. Only after achieving proper level should you drop stabilizers to firm up the interior feel. Always verify with a bubble level or smartphone leveling app. Improper leveling won't ruin today's trip, but it's silently shortening your RV's lifespan. 5 extra minutes of proper setup pays massive dividends in long-term reliability and prevents costly structural damage. Plugging your RV directly into a campground pedestal without protection is electrical Russian roulette. One power surge or voltage drop can instantly fry your microwave, air conditioner, TV, refrigerator, converter, or entire electrical system. Yet countless RVers skip this crucial protection, gambling with thousands of dollars in electronics. Campground power is notoriously unreliable. Pedestals are often old, poorly maintained, or incorrectly wired. Some share circuits with multiple rigs, creating unpredictable voltage drops. During storms, lightning strikes can send deadly power spikes down the line, melting wires before you realize danger struck. Enter the surge protector or electrical management system, EMS. Basic surge protectors block high voltage spikes, but full EMS units are superior. They monitor for low voltage, open grounds, reverse polarity, and frequency issues. When they detect danger, they automatically cut power before damage occurs. The math is simple. Risk thousands in electronics to save a few $100s up front? EMS units are compact, plug-and-play devices that often pay for themselves the first time they prevent disaster. Make protection routine. Before connecting your RV, check the pedestal visually, plug in your surge protector or EMS, then connect your power cord. This simple 3-step habit could mean the difference between a relaxing evening and an expensive electrical catastrophe. Don't gamble with your RV's electrical system. Protect your investment with every connection. Slide-outs transform cramped RVs into spacious retreats, but they're also the most commonly abused feature in modern rigs. Misuse or neglect can result in mechanical failure, water leaks, or structural damage that leaves your RV sidelined indefinitely. Check your surroundings first. Many RVers blindly extend slides into trees, poles, or obstacles, cracking exterior panels or damaging motors. Even soft obstructions like bushes or campground signs can bend trim or tear essential seals. Level matters more than you think. Operating slides on unlevel surfaces forces your frame to flex, putting extra strain on gears and motors. Over time, this misalignment can lead to complete mechanism failure. Don't treat slides like structural floors. Many RVers place heavy furniture or storage directly over slide platforms, but most aren't designed for long-term weight bearing, especially during travel. This warps floors and causes dangerous sagging. Seals need attention too. Those rubber barriers keeping out rain, dust, and critters are often neglected. Without regular cleaning and lubrication, they dry out, crack, and leak. Keep slides healthy. Always inspect clearance before operating. Extend and retract slowly on level surfaces only. Avoid overloading with weight. Clean and condition seals regularly. Treat your slide out with respect, and it remains a luxury feature. Abuse it, and you'll face expensive repairs that could have been easily prevented. If you've ever opened your RV door after driving to find cereal scattered everywhere, drawers flung open, or shattered glass on the floor, you've learned this lesson the expensive way. Failing to secure interior items before hitting the road creates dangerous projectiles that can damage your RV or injure passengers. RV motion is more violent than you think. Cabinet doors that seem secure while parked can pop open from constant vibration, turns, and braking. This sends dishes, utensils, and gear flying through your living space. Beyond breaking items, these projectiles can crack walls, dent appliances, or seriously hurt someone inside. Everything becomes a weapon. Innocent items like shampoo bottles, canned goods, or coffee makers turn into missiles when loose. They knock open doors, chip countertops, or short-circuit electronics when they land in wrong places. Overhead cabinets are especially treacherous. Improperly latched doors can swing open and dump contents, sometimes directly onto your head when you enter. Prevention is simple but crucial. Before every drive, lock every cabinet, drawer, and refrigerator door. Use child safety latches, tension rods, non-slip mats, and bungee cords as needed. Store heavy items low and pack everything tight to prevent shifting. Secure freestanding objects like TVs, fans, coffee makers, and toolboxes with Velcro straps, mounting brackets, or RV-specific storage containers. A 3-minute pre-drive security check prevents broken dishes, costly repairs, and potential safety hazards. Don't let loose items turn your RV into a demolition zone. RV toilets aren't home toilets. Treat them the same and you're headed for a clogged, smelly disaster. One of the most overlooked mistakes RVers make is using regular household toilet paper or skipping black tank treatments entirely. Your toilet paper choice matters more than you think. Standard household toilet paper is designed for comfort and absorbency, not quick breakdown. In RV holding tanks, it clumps, sticks to sensors, and creates blockages that are both difficult and disgusting to clear. RV-safe toilet paper dissolves rapidly in water, reducing buildup and keeping tank sensors accurate. Test your paper at home. Place a few sheets in a jar of water and shake vigorously. If it doesn't dissolve within seconds, don't use it in your RV. Tank treatments aren't optional luxuries. These chemicals break down waste, control odors, and support sensor accuracy. Skip them, and you'll face foul smells seeping into your living space and solids that won't properly liquefy, especially in hot weather or during extended stays. Whether you prefer drop-in pods, liquids, or natural enzyme solutions, add treatment after every dump along with several gallons of water. This isn't negotiable maintenance, it's survival. Remember the golden rule. Your RV toilet is part of a closed system that demands respect. Cut corners here, and you'll eventually find yourself elbow deep in regret, armed with a plunger and questioning your life choices. Spend the extra few dollars on proper supplies. Your nose and wallet will thank you. One of the fastest ways to transform your RV adventure into a dangerous disaster is ignoring the weather forecast. While RVers meticulously plan routes and destinations, too many fail to factor in shifting weather patterns, especially when crossing mountains, deserts, or coastal regions where conditions change rapidly. Bad weather creates life-threatening hazards for RVs. High winds are particularly dangerous for tall, boxy vehicles. Strong side gusts can push you out of your lane or tip lightweight travel trailers entirely. Thunderstorms spawn flash floods that strand RVs or sweep them off poorly drained rural roads. Cold weather brings unique threats. Snow and freezing temperatures can burst pipes, drain propane tanks overnight through overworked furnaces, and turn driving into a white-knuckle gamble on ice. Even mild weather causes problems. Moderate rain turns soft campsites into muddy traps, stranding you until conditions improve. Extreme heat overworks air conditioners, spoils food, and puts pets and passengers at serious risk. Prevention is simple but critical. Make weather checking routine using apps like My Radar, Windy, or RV Life Weather before and during travel. Avoid traveling during wind advisories. If lightning or snow threatens, stay put or reroute. Remember the RV reality. Your rig is a high-profile, often lightweight vehicle, with systems that react poorly to extreme conditions. In an RV, weather isn't just background noise. It's a critical factor that can make or break your trip, your safety, and sometimes your life. One of the most dangerous yet easily overlooked RV mistakes is failing to chock your wheels when parked on slopes. It seems harmless when your parking brake is set, but this oversight can lead to catastrophic runaway situations that destroy property and kill people. RVs are heavy missiles waiting to roll. These massive rigs can easily break free and barrel downhill from brake failure, soft ground shifts, or even weight redistribution inside. Once rolling, they're nearly impossible to stop without devastating damage. Every year, runaway RVs crash through campsites, smash into trees, or demolish other vehicles, all because chocks were forgotten. Parking brakes aren't foolproof, especially on older rigs or under heavy loads. When unhooking travel trailers on inclines, they can surge violently forward or backward the instant they're released from the tow vehicle, unless properly secured. Do it right every time. The moment you park, before unhooking or leveling, place heavy-duty wheel chocks both front and rear of at least one tire per side. For maximum safety, use rubber chocks or X-chocks between dual wheels. Never trust plastic chocks on steep or loose terrain. They slide when you need them most. Make it non-negotiable in your arrival routine. Chocking wheels isn't just about protecting your RV. It's about protecting everything and everyone around it. 30 seconds of prevention can prevent a lifetime of regret and tragedy. Don't gamble with gravity, it always wins. Using Google Maps feels natural, until it routes your 35-foot RV down a narrow residential street or under a 10-foot bridge. Relying on standard GPS for RV travel is a recipe for disaster, because it treats your massive rig like a compact car, ignoring critical factors that could strand, damage, or destroy your investment. Google Maps doesn't know you're driving a house. It can't account for vehicle height, weight limits, bridge clearances, or propane restrictions. Countless RVers have found themselves on narrow dead-end roads, stuck under low bridges, or facing impossible turns in tight residential areas because their GPS assumed they were driving a sedan. Rural routes pose unique dangers. Standard GPS might direct you down rough dirt roads, steep grades your chassis can't handle, or through areas where your size simply doesn't fit. Some routes prohibit propane entirely, like certain tunnels or ferries, leaving you fined, turned around, or completely stranded. RV-specific navigation saves the day. Apps like RV Life, Copilot, or Garmin RV GPS let you input your exact height, weight, length, and propane status. They automatically avoid hazards and route you safely to your destination. At minimum, double-check questionable routes with paper atlases or trucker maps. If something looks sketchy, tight turns, rough terrain, or strange detours, stop and reassess before committing. Towing beyond your vehicle's capacity is dangerous and surprisingly common. Many drivers assume their truck can handle any load simply because it has a V8 engine or feels powerful, but this thinking leads to serious accidents. Understanding 3 critical numbers can save your life. GVWR, gross vehicle weight rating, represents the maximum total weight your vehicle can safely carry, including passengers, fuel, and cargo. GCWR, gross combined weight rating, is the maximum combined weight of your loaded vehicle and trailer together. Tongue weight is the downward pressure your trailer puts on the hitch, which should equal 10 to 15% of your trailer's total weight. For a 7,000-pound trailer, tongue weight should range between 700 to 1,050 pounds. Too much weight overloads your rear suspension and lifts the front end, weakening steering and braking control. Too little weight causes dangerous trailer swaying at highway speeds. Never rely on manufacturer tow ratings from brochures. These numbers assume ideal conditions. Always weigh your complete setup at a CAT scale and compare it to your vehicle's actual GCWR, found on the door jamb or owner's manual. Never guess these numbers. Overweight towing can kill you quickly. A properly installed hitch literally connects your vehicle to your trailer, and mistakes here can be deadly. One common error is using the wrong hitch ball size or failing to secure the coupler latch properly. Hitch balls typically come in 2 inches and 2 to 5/16 inches sizes for travel trailers. If your coupler requires 2 to 5/16 inch but you use a 2-inch ball, it might appear secure initially. However, under stress from braking or road bumps, the trailer can bounce loose and detach at highway speeds, becoming a deadly projectile. Even with the correct ball size, you must lock the coupler pin and verify it's fully latched. Always test your connection by lifting the tongue jack to ensure the ball and coupler are truly locked together before driving. Many people forget to properly torque the hitch ball nut, which typically requires 250 to 450 pound-feet depending on size. A loose nut can cause complete system failure while driving. Additionally, ensure your hitch height creates a level trailer. An angled trailer causes dangerous swaying, uneven tire wear, and overloaded axles. Your hitch connection is only as strong as its weakest component. If any element isn't installed and secured exactly right, you're essentially towing with a ticking time bomb that could fail catastrophically. Many new RVers mistakenly think weight distribution hitches are optional, but this oversight creates serious safety hazards, especially with longer trailers or when towing near capacity limits. A weight distribution hitch redistributes weight from your tow vehicle's rear axle to the front axle and trailer axles, dramatically improving control, braking, and stability. If your trailer exceeds 5,000 pounds or has tongue weight over 500 pounds, you likely need a weight distribution hitch. Without one, tongue weight forces your vehicle's rear down while lifting the front axle. This reduces front tire traction, creates sloppy steering, and extends stopping distances, a dangerous combination at highway speeds. The problems worsen with increased fishtailing and sway risk, particularly when encountering crosswinds or being passed by large trucks. Weight distribution hitches also level your rig, improving visibility and preventing your headlights from blinding oncoming drivers. Most systems include built-in anti-sway features using friction bars or cams that actively resist side-to-side movement. Ensure your system matches your tongue weight rating and is properly installed. Incorrect setup is as dangerous as having no system at all. Skipping a weight distribution hitch to save time is like ignoring your seatbelt on a roller coaster. You might survive the ride, or you might experience catastrophic failure. Your tires are the only connection between you and the road, and when towing, they endure tremendous stress. Underinflated or overloaded tires cause most catastrophic RV blowouts and rollovers. Every tire has a maximum load capacity at a specific PSI, clearly stamped on the sidewall. Dropping below that recommended PSI severely reduces load handling ability while increasing dangerous heat buildup and sidewall flex, conditions that can lead to sudden, high-speed blowouts. Weight distribution matters critically. If your 8,000-pound trailer has 4 tires, each should carry 2,000 pounds. However, uneven weight distribution or underinflation can overload individual tires without warning. Overloaded tires overheat rapidly, especially during hot weather or extended highway driving. The rubber weakens, belts separate, and catastrophic failure follows, potentially shredding fenders, causing dangerous sway, or sending your trailer into a ditch. Always weigh your RV when fully loaded and check tire pressure with a gauge before every trip. Never estimate by visual inspection. Invest in a tire pressure monitoring system for real-time alerts and replace tires every 5 to 6 years regardless of remaining tread. When towing, tires aren't merely rubber components. They're your lifeline to safe travel. Your trailer may have brakes, but without a properly functioning brake controller, they're completely useless. This forces your tow vehicle to handle 100% of the braking load, creating extremely dangerous conditions during emergency stops or steep downhill descents. Most states legally require electric brakes on trailers exceeding 3,000 pounds. However, simply having brakes isn't sufficient. They must be properly wired, tested, and adjusted through your in-cab brake controller. If your controller isn't calibrated for your trailer's weight, you'll either receive no braking assistance or experience dangerous brake lockup that causes skidding and loss of control. Test your brake controller manually before every trip. Most units feature a manual override lever. At low speeds around 5 to 10 miles per hour, Press the lever to ensure your trailer slows or stops independently. If it doesn't respond, check the fuse, wiring, or ground connections immediately. Adjust your gain setting based on your load. Heavier trailers require more brake force. Start around 6.0 to 7.0 and fine-tune from there. Settings too low provide inadequate stopping power, while settings too high cause premature brake lockup under light pressure. Neglecting your brake controller means trusting several tons of trailer to hope and luck. On steep grades, that's a gamble you'll inevitably lose with potentially catastrophic consequences. Getting tongue weight wrong leads directly to disaster, yet many RVers don't understand its critical importance. Tongue weight is the downward force your trailer applies to your tow vehicle's hitch, and it should equal 10 to 15% of your fully loaded trailer weight. Use your trailer's total weight to calculate proper tongue weight, generally 10 to 15%. Refer to the earlier tow ratings section for exact examples and why it matters. Excessive tongue weight causes your tow vehicle's rear suspension to sag while lifting the front tires. This reduces steering control and braking efficiency and can blind oncoming traffic when headlights tilt upward. Conversely, insufficient tongue weight under 10% makes your setup extremely sway-prone. The trailer can whip violently side to side when changing lanes, descending hills, or passing large trucks. Use a tongue weight scale or properly rated load distribution hitch with built-in scale for accurate measurements. Never guess or rely on feel. Trailer sway provides no advance warning before becoming catastrophic. Load distribution matters significantly. Store heavier items near the front and centered over the axle, never behind it. Proper tongue weight isn't just about smoother towing, it prevents accidents that can flip trailers and kill people. This measurement could literally save your life and the lives of others sharing the road. Trailer sway is one of the most terrifying and dangerous experiences on the road. It begins as a small wiggle, but can escalate within seconds into a full fishtail that drags your entire rig across lanes or causes complete rollover. Improper weight distribution is the primary cause of sway. If your trailer is tail-heavy or lacks proper tongue weight, stability is compromised, especially at higher speeds. Rear-end instability becomes extremely likely on the highway without a balanced load. Beyond improper loading, major sway triggers include excessive speed over 65 miles per hour, crosswinds, passing semi-trucks, and navigating downhill curves. These conditions can instantly transform a stable setup into an uncontrollable situation. Always use anti-sway systems like friction bars or dual-cam sway control, especially on trailers exceeding 5,000 pounds. Combined with weight distribution hitches, these systems reduce dangerous side-to-side motion before it escalates. If sway begins while driving, never brake or steer suddenly. Remove your foot from the accelerator, keep the steering wheel straight, and allow the rig to slow naturally. Panic braking worsens the sway and can trigger complete loss of control. Trailer sway kills people, but most incidents could be prevented through correct loading, maintaining safe speeds, and using appropriate equipment. Prevention is always better than trying to recover from sway. Safety chains aren't optional. They're your last line of defense when trailer detachment occurs. However, simply having chains isn't sufficient. Improperly installed chains that are too long, uncrossed, or inadequately rated won't protect you, potentially turning your trailer into a deadly runaway missile. Always cross safety chains under the trailer tongue, creating a cradle that catches the coupler if it detaches. Uncrossed chains allow the tongue to hit the ground, dig in, and instantly flip the trailer. Chains must handle your trailer's full weight. A 7,000-pound trailer requires each chain rated for at least 3,500 pounds or more. Never use rusted, damaged, or mismatched chains that could fail under stress. Prevent chain dragging by ensuring proper length, short enough to avoid road contact, but long enough for full turning radius. Dragging chains wear rapidly and can create dangerous sparks that ignite fires. Use proper hooks with spring-loaded safety latches that prevent accidental disconnection. Cheap S-hooks easily pop off during bumps or turns, defeating the entire safety system. Many states legally require proper safety chain use, and law enforcement actively enforces these regulations. Safety chains aren't mere formalities, they're critical emergency backup systems. Install them correctly or risk complete trailer loss, extensive property damage, and potential fatalities. Your chains could save lives. If you're towing a trailer wider than your vehicle, which describes most RVs, you legally and practically need extended tow mirrors. Without them, you cannot see your trailer's sides, blind spots, or approaching vehicles, creating deadly driving conditions. Standard factory mirrors on trucks and SUVs aren't designed for towing. Typical travel trailers measure 8 feet wide, while trucks are only 6.5 to 7 feet wide, meaning at least 6 to 8 inches of trailer extends beyond your standard mirrors on each side. You cannot safely control what you cannot see. Towing without proper visibility creates multiple hazards. You might cut off other drivers during lane changes, cannot detect trailer swaying or tire problems, and risk hitting objects or vehicles when turning or backing up. Clip-on tow mirrors cost only $50 to $100 and install easily while dramatically improving safety. Higher-end options include slide-out factory mirrors or aftermarket towing mirrors with adjustable convex glass for broader viewing angles. Many states legally require tow mirrors when towing wide loads. If you're involved in an accident without proper mirrors, you could be held liable even if you weren't initially at fault. Driving without clear visibility down your trailer's entire length means you're essentially towing blind. This represents an unacceptable risk that no responsible driver should ever take on public roads. One of the fastest ways to destroy your brakes and endanger your rig is descending steep grades in regular drive mode instead of using tow haul or manual gear control. This common rookie mistake leads to brake overheating, failure, and potentially runaway trailers. When descending hills, your trailer's weight pushes your vehicle forward. Relying solely on service brakes causes rapid heat buildup. Brake fluid boils at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, and when this happens, your brakes lose pressure and become soft or fail completely. Tow haul mode modifies transmission shift points to hold gears longer while engaging engine braking, which uses compression to slow your vehicle without overworking the brakes. If your truck lacks this feature, manually shift into lower gears like second or third on long or steep descents. Follow this rule. Descend in the same gear you used climbing. If you climbed a grade in second gear, descend in second as well. Never ride your brakes continuously downhill. Instead, use brief, firm braking to reduce speed by 5 to 10 miles per hour, then release completely. This technique allows brakes time to cool between applications. Losing brakes on a downgrade can become deadly within seconds. Always use your transmission for engine braking, plan your descent strategy ahead of time, and never attempt steep downgrades without proper preparation. Speed and towing create a deadly combination, yet this remains one of the most common and fatal mistakes rookie RVers make. Higher speeds build dangerous momentum while dramatically extending stopping distances. At highway speeds, trailers can become unstable instantly, especially in wind, rain, or heavy traffic. Consider stopping distances. A typical truck and trailer traveling 65 miles per hour requires over 300 feet to stop completely, nearly a football field's length. Even if your trailer feels stable at 70+ miles per hour, sudden wind gusts, uneven pavement, or tire blowouts can cause instant sway or jackknifing. Most manufacturers recommend towing no faster than 60 to 65 miles per hour, while many state laws cap trailer speeds at 55 miles per hour. Higher speeds create cascading risks. Tire blowouts become more likely due to heat buildup, sway becomes harder to correct, reaction times shrink, and your hitch and suspension endure greater stress. Additionally, trailer tires rarely handle high speeds well. Many are only rated for 65 to 75 miles per hour maximum. Exceeding these limits can void warranties or insurance coverage. Slow down consistently. Those few minutes you might save aren't worth risking your expensive rig or, more importantly, your life and the lives of others sharing the road. One of the simplest yet most overlooked safety steps in RV towing is using wheel chocks. These small wedges prevent massive trailers from rolling away, and neglecting them has caused crushed vehicles, destroyed rigs, and fatal injuries. Here's the critical reality. Trailer brakes don't hold your RV when parked. They're electric and become inactive once unplugged from your tow vehicle, unless your trailer has an independent emergency breakaway system, which still involves dangerous delays. Even on slight slopes, loose gravel, or grass, trailers can slowly roll and build deadly momentum. This happens frequently at campgrounds, gas stations, and dump stations, where perfectly level parking is rare. Proper wheel chocking requires specific techniques. Chock both sides of the wheels, front and back of at least one axle, and always install chocks before unhitching your trailer. Use heavy-duty rubber or X-chocks rated for your trailer's weight, never cheap plastic wedges that crack under load. A 7,000-pound trailer on just a 2% grade can start rolling with less than 300 pounds of force, enough to crush limbs or roll into other vehicles with devastating consequences. Make wheel chocks part of your mandatory setup and teardown checklist. They cost only $20 to $50, representing a tiny investment to prevent rolling disasters that could destroy property or kill people. Jumping into RV towing without practice is like flying a plane after watching a YouTube video. Just because you can drive a truck doesn't mean you're ready to handle a 5,000 to 10,000 pound trailer. Towing adds length, weight, pivot points, and extended braking distances. Every factor dramatically changes vehicle handling. Many new RVers hit the road with zero towing experience, expecting to learn while driving. This approach creates dangerous situations. You must master wide turns without clipping curbs, backing up without jackknifing, merging while accounting for blind spots and slower acceleration, and stopping distances with 3 to 5 extra tons behind you. Practice extensively in wide-open parking lots before your first trip. Set up cones simulating turns and campsites, back into fake spots, and perform slow-speed maneuvers. Learn your trailer's reactions, especially how quickly it moves in reverse. The counterintuitive nature makes jackknifing easy when panic sets in. Practice using your brake controller, tow haul mode, and manual gear shifting until they become second nature. You must understand your rig's behavior before joining interstate traffic at 70 miles per hour surrounded by semi-trucks. A few hours of parking lot practice could prevent thousands in damage or catastrophic accidents. When towing heavy loads, confidence comes from thorough preparation and hands-on experience, never from guesswork or hoping everything works out. How you load your trailer dramatically impacts towing safety, and placing excessive weight behind the axle ranks among the most dangerous mistakes possible. This error increases sway risk, jackknifing potential, and rollover likelihood, especially at highway speeds. The trailer's center of gravity should sit slightly forward of the axles, with 10 to 15% of total trailer weight resting on the hitch as tongue weight. This positioning keeps your trailer stable and tracking straight behind your tow vehicle. For a 7,500-pound trailer, you need approximately 750 to 1,125 pounds on the tongue. Loading heavy gear in the back reduces tongue weight, creating a tail-heavy trailer that acts like a dangerous pendulum waiting to swing. When you accelerate, hit bumps, or get passed by trucks, tail-heavy trailers begin swaying. At 65+ miles per hour, this sway can escalate violently within seconds, making it feel like the trailer is steering you rather than following your control. Always load heavier items low and forward, ideally over the axles or just ahead of them. Reserve rear storage for lighter gear only. Distribute weight evenly side to side to prevent individual tires or brakes from bearing excessive loads. Poor loading stresses your suspension, brakes, and hitch while creating conditions for fatal chain reactions. Proper loading isn't just about convenience, it's about preventing accidents that can kill you and other drivers. This mistake is dangerously common, assuming your big truck can handle any trailer simply because it looks powerful. Even 3/4 ton or 1 ton pickups have strict towing limits, and exceeding them puts lives at risk. Towing capacity isn't just a marketing number. That impressive 13,000-pound rating gets tested under perfect conditions. One 150-pound driver, no cargo, no passengers, flat roads, and ideal weather. Real-world conditions are drastically different. Your truck carries gear, people, tools, maybe a generator in the bed. Add this weight to your gross vehicle weight rating, and you'll likely exceed your gross combined weight rating, the maximum allowed weight of truck plus trailer combined, listed on your driver's side door sticker. Payload capacity proves even more critical than towing capacity. This represents what your truck can actually carry on its axles, including tongue weight, passengers, fuel, and gear. A half-ton truck might have only 1,500 to 2,000 pounds payload capacity. With 1,000 pounds of tongue weight, you have minimal margin remaining. Overloading affects braking, steering, suspension, and engine cooling systems. When climbing mountains or descending grades in 100 degrees Fahrenheit heat, Your truck can overheat or experience dangerous brake fade. Always verify real-world numbers using CAT scales. Never assume your truck can handle a load without doing the actual math. Assumptions kill. Most RVers don't realize they're one decision away from disaster. Which mistake surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And be sure to check out our next video on the top campground rules that can get you kicked out without warning. See you there.